to feel that your Roblox account has $1 trillion. You open Roblox and then you log in your game like usual, right? So then you found out you got $1 trillion Robux. What did you do? Well, this guy named Cube Inc. made a video about it. Look, how can you spend $1 trillion Robux? So let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
You just woke up to 1 trillion Robux in your Roblox account. That's $3 billion, which is enough money to literally buy an entire city. But there's one little catch. You only have 7 days to spend it all, which means that if you have any money by day 7, your account, your items, your entire existence will self-destruct. No pressure. Let's see if it's possible. To give you a sense of the sheer scale, we're talking about 1 million Robux. If you somehow spent 1 million per second, you'd still have 400 billion by day 7. But despite this impossibility, your life's on the line. You have to try. So you run to the avatar shop and start buying, well, everything. You don't even look at the prices, because with 1 trillion Robux, everything is basically free. But regardless, this will take a while. So to speed things up, you even hire a personal manager to help you, which might come in handy later in the challenge.
Ava Lexington, at your service. What do you need, boss?
See that giant pile of money? I need to spend it all in the next 7 days, or I literally die.
Dry skin, that's a sign of a disrupted skin barrier. Your skin demands.
Die.
Dad just finished.
We need to buy out everything in the catalog.
You got it, boss.
And after spending the entire day buying every item in the catalog, finally finish.
Now that was a workout.
Sure was. We better have made progress.
All right, let's see the damage. 36 billion. That's a whopping 3.6% of the way.
This can't be. That was literally everything in the catalog.
The problem is, Roblox wasn't designed to handle that much money, because simply no one's ever had that much money. You're literally being limited by Roblox itself. So if you want to win the challenge and not get banned, you need to start thinking outside the box. So, you're about to give it all to your manager. I mean, that's the fastest way to beat the challenge, but right as you're about to hit send, the number speaks out to you. Maybe this is more than just a challenge. It's a golden ticket. Back then, you didn't have much, but now is your chance to see the other side, to build something great, to find true happiness, which leaves you with a choice that can change your life. You can either end the challenge now, or keep going to reach higher heights.
Barely even know her.
Your fate has been sealed, so you go to bed, excited for your new life. But these next 6 days will be anything but exciting, pushing you to your absolute limit. You're about to learn that being rich can be your worst nightmare. But for now, you're optimistic, motivated, you hop on your computer and you're instantly greeted with your 964 billion. I mean, it was your choice to keep going.
Morning, Ava.
Had a good night's sleep?
You bet.
Now, what are we gonna do today?
Glad you asked, because today, we're gonna buy a Roblox game.
Is this even legal?
Anything is legal if you have enough money.
Welcome to Grow a Garden, the largest game in human history. But with that comes a massive problem. With the game being as large as it is, there's no way the owner would sell it to you. It's his baby. Besides, he's already partnered with DoBig, a huge company that can probably outbid you any day of the week. So if you tried to buy it, he'd probably laugh, or worse, ban you forever.
But what if it works? Imagine all the power I'll get.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Owning a game is a huge responsibility, and I don't want you getting stressed. Besides, wouldn't that...
It's a pleasure to meet you, Chandel. I'm sorry if I'm bothering you, and I know you're really busy, but I'd like to purchase ownership of your game. I know this sounds weird considering we just met. I completely understand if you don't...
100 billion Robux, and it's all yours.
100 billion? Is that it?
Well, that was a steal. Congratulations, you're now the new owner of the top Roblox game.
Look, Ava, I did it.
Which hopefully won't backfire. But despite that massive investment, you're still left with 800 billion Robux.
Time to take it up a notch.
Oh boy.
So you repeat the process again and again.
How does 50 billion Robux sound?
Nobody, and I mean nobody, can resist. And before you know it, you're now the owner of every top Roblox game. The entire platform is in your hands. And the best part is, you still have over half your money left. More room for more shenanigans. But for now, you spend the rest of day 2 taking full advantage of your power. You go to game after game, spawning all sorts of crazy items that no one else can get. Players marvel at your presence, treating you like a god. You start to believe that this is what life's all about. Flaunting your money, being a celebrity, being loved. Nothing can go wrong. This is your paradise, right?
Man, that was the best day ever. I can get used to this.
I'm happy for you, but don't you think you're going a little overboard?
Overboard? What do you mean?
You're the face of Roblox now. Everyone looks up to you, but there's a lot of pressure that comes with that. Are you sure you can keep this up?
Of course I can. This is my calling. Besides, why do you care so much? You're just my manager.
I may be your manager, but I'm also your friend. I care about you.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't want to start an argument, so I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
So, you go to bed, excited for what's to come.
Last playtext. Stretch. Score.
Guys, back again.
You wake up on day 3, ready to continue your wonderful adventures. But when you open up Roblox, you're met with a shock.
What the? What happened?
While you were asleep, someone logged you out of your account. And the scariest part is, despite being locked out, your account is online right now. And who knows what it could be doing?
No! My paradise! Ava must have betrayed me.
Frantically, you search and search for ways to get it back. Time still ticks, and if you don't hurry up, you'll lose the challenge. But while doing so, you come across an article that makes your blood boil.
Greedy billionaire buys every Roblox game?
This explains how you got hacked. While you were buying game after game, players took it and twisted the news. So now there's hundreds of articles about you and how rich you are, with each article being more slanderous than the last. When you started this challenge, you were completely anonymous. No one knew that you were a literal trillionaire. But now, because of these articles, you've become a massive target, which is a huge downside of being rich. You lose your privacy, and if getting slandered wasn't bad enough, you get a call from an unknown person.
What now? Who are you? What do you want from me?
Hey,
Ava? How did you get my...
that's not important. Don't worry, I know what happened. I noticed your account was acting very strange, so I instantly knew that something was wrong. So I sent a report on your behalf. The hacker should be gone in 3, 2, 1. You're safe to log in now. Try your old password.
couldn't believe it. Your manager was smart enough to realize you were hacked and even got your account back. The challenge continues. But as soon as you log back in, you start feeling off.
You ready for more spending?
Yes, but can we please go somewhere else? There's people watching.
So?
You can never trust anyone. Any of these players could be out to get me.
You still crave the fame and power, but at the same time, you're always on edge. It's a strange double feeling.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not trying to lose my paradise.
Well, whatever you say.
Protecting your account is now your top priority. But unfortunately for you, you're getting more and more famous by the second. And because of that, people keep finding you. Even with your joins off, people still join you. Even in a private server, hackers still infiltrate it.
Get the heck out of here. Leave him alone.
And to make matters worse, remember when you bought those massive Roblox games and how your manager was super against it?
Not sure if that's a good idea.
Well, now you wish you'd listened.
Where's the update for Grow a Garden? Yeah, it was supposed to update today.
Hey, aren't you the owner of InGame?
Yeah, where's the new game mode?
Why abandon your players?
Now everyone's begging for updates, putting even more pressure on you. This leaves you with a choice. Sell your games and give up your power, or ignore the hate.
Where did he go?
We have to find him.
Scared of getting hacked again, you hire more and more managers to protect you. I mean, hey, that's some progress. You gotta make the most of a bad situation.
But I thought that I was your manager.
You are, but one is not enough. I need as much security as I can get. I'm a celebrity now.
It kinda took the entire day, but now you're fully armed with bodyguards and security. Nothing can touch you, so you go to bed with peace of mind, bracing yourself for the second half of the challenge. It's the start of day 4.
Let's freaking go.
Your account is safe and sound. However, there are still problems that not even 1,000 managers can solve.
What? 2,000 freaking messages?
Your fans are still angry, even more than yesterday, because you still haven't updated any of your games. I mean, it is your responsibility.
I don't even know how to code.
You try to hide and even change your name 1,000 times, to no avail. Every second that passes, your fans get more and more angry, which gets to a point where you can't progress unless you do the impossible.
I need to update these games. What the heck do I do?
To put this into perspective, a singular game like Bloxford's take up to a year to update. But you, with no experience, have a day to update. Not one, not two, but the hundreds of games you bought. And although it seems impossible, you must try, because you don't want to lose your influence.
I have an idea.
I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Listen very closely.
Okay, finally.
Listen very closely.
You fly to the Roblox headquarters with nothing but a plan.
Is this the owner of Roblox?
Yup, that's me.
Look, I don't have time to explain. I'm in the middle of a challenge, and I need all the help I can get.
And what do you want me to do about it?
Listen, I'm trying to recruit as many helpers as possible. I need this to be blasted to everyone on the platform. That's the only way I can get this done in time. So please, I spent 100 billion just to be here.
Are you crazy? Forcefully showing a message to 8 billion bots, players, would be against terms of service. We here at Roblox prioritize the safety of everyone. So get out of here before I sue you.
I got money.
Did you just say money?
Attention Robloxians. Want to be a part of something great? Want to be a part of something legendary? If you can build, code, or design, join the mission now. Massive rewards are on the line. Billions of Robux are up for grabs to anyone who wants to help. Join the effort and be a part of Roblox history.
Right away, thousands of devs flood in. Your career is saved.
Whoa, what's going on?
The plan worked. We're gonna have these games updated in no time. 200 billion well spent.
I don't want to hear it, kid.
What?
Because of your little announcement, all of my developers left me. They all want to work for you.
But I was only trying to...
Just because you have money doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
The plan worked too well. Now that you're paying billions to developers, they've all quit the games they used to work on, leaving the owners in the dust.
You stole all of our employees.
How do you sleep at night?
Yeah, why don't you go then go ahead and
Oh my
ditch.
Whoa, too far.
Did you pay them? Did you pay them all of them?
When I was a kid, I used to love their games. And now they all hate me. My childhood heroes hate me.
Don't let them get to you. They're just jealous that you're moving up in the world. And speaking of which, we've finally got a good team going. You should be happy, dude.
Oh yeah, the developers. I wonder how they're doing.
Are they supposed to be doing that?
How have they done nothing while I was gone? There's literally thousands of them.
When hiring these devs, you kind of overlooked one tiny, microscopic, minuscule detail. You see, with thousands of devs working together, communication is almost impossible. And if they can't communicate, they can't build anything, which puts you in a checkmate.
Well, I guess that's it for me. I'm just gonna sit here, take all the hate, and wait for day 7 when I finally get erased off of it.
No! Everybody get up!
Listen, we have one mission, and that's to get all these games updated by tomorrow. Stat! We're not paying you billions of Robux for nothing. You're the best developers on Roblox? Prove it! This half will be in charge of coding, and this half will be in charge of building. Now give us your all.
Wow, that actually worked.
I try my best.
It's a miracle. Right away, your developers lock in, like a switch flipping on. Progress is being made at the speed of light. You spend the rest of the day hyping your army, making sure that every update of every game turns out perfect. Because the last thing you want is another angry mob. So you stay up all night, praying they'll deliver.
My gosh. They actually did it. I don't know what to say.
You're so grateful that you pay Roblox to host an event just to thank your team.
Welcome, everybody. When I had the idea of buying Roblox games, Ava here thought it would be a bad idea. But you guys, every single one of you, made this dream possible. Thanks to you, we have a thriving player base. Let's see what our fans have to say.
We waited 2 weeks for this. Is this what you call an update?
You ruined these games. I thought you actually cared about us.
We literally spent all night working on this. What could have possibly gone wrong?
Sure, anyone with money can just buy a game, but maintaining those games requires something that no amount of money can buy, and that's connection. You see, the real owners of these games spent years connecting with their fans, connecting with their community, and because of that connection, they know what's best for them. They know what updates they need, but you don't have that connection, which can only be obtained through time.
So we worked all night, sacrificed our sleep, and grinded our butts off just to get hated on?
But hey, you get money.
We don't want to work for you anymore.
Now, if you don't mind, we all got some sleep to catch up on. Football lives here.
Okay.
Sleep to catch up on.
Well, at least I still have my managers.
It's not your fault, but we don't feel comfortable working with you. We don't want people to hate us too. P.S. Thanks for the money, though.
But who's gonna protect me?
Everyone you fought was on your side left you in the blink of an eye. From getting hacked to getting cursed to being thrown out like a chew toy, you wonder if this was bound to happen from the start. But regardless, you've had enough. You've finally reached your breaking point.
Hey, listen.
Everyone hates me, and you probably do too. I'm clearly not fit to be in this position.
But you did so well.
Not well enough. For the past 5 days, I tried to make the most of it, but every purchase and every decision blew up in my face. I thought having all this money would be freeing, but now I feel like a zoo animal. And I'm especially sorry for dragging you into this. What was I thinking?
But there's still time to...
Don't worry. After this challenge ends, you don't ever have to see me again. Goodbye. Yeah, I'd like to make a purchase. Can you make my name a banned word? I don't want people talking about me. I don't want people talking about me ever again. It can be for whatever price you want.
It's the final day of the challenge, and let's just say a lot has changed. At the start of this experiment, you were an innocent kid with drive, passion, and energy. You had massive ambitions. Sky was your limit. But now you've reached that limit, yet you still feel empty. You had fame and fortune, but it all went up in smoke. You weren't ready to handle it. With a few hours left, you sit in silence, and for the first time, you don't know what to do. Until you meet a stranger who changes everything.
Why are you so happy?
What's not to be happy about?
I mean, look at you.
That's what I always wear. You got a problem with it?
I'm sorry. I'm just having a rough week. I didn't mean any harm.
No worries. I get that a lot.
Oh?
Yeah. Truth is, I don't have much. I've never even had a single Roebuck.
Seriously? How do you even live like that?
I guess I just don't think about it that much. I mean, I'm living a pretty good life.
But what about the money?
What about it? I mean, sure, I've seen players get rich and buy all sorts of crazy stuff, but they always seem stressed, afraid of what people think of them. Me? I don't have much, but I've got my pals. I got my day ones. They would do whatever it takes to make sure I'm happy. They actually care about me. They would always stick by my side. Even when times are tough. I don't know. I guess that's all I really need to be happy.
Yeah, I've never really stopped to think about that. I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for a very special person.
You're very lucky to have someone like that.
This whole time I had it all wrong. I don't need any of this. I'm gonna do something that I should have done all along.
All of a sudden, you feel motivated again, but in a different way. Rather than wanting to be the biggest or be the most powerful, you want to use your money to help as many people as you can, just like how Ava did to you. To end off with a bang, you decide to give away everything. You want to split your money equally amongst everyone. However, you want to give away as much as you can. So to get all your money back, you give up everything. From the games,
Please buy it back.
to the items,
And that's the last of it.
you even apologize to your army to end on good terms.
Sorry for any trouble I caused. Thanks for the refund. This will help so many people.
With 1 trillion Robux left and an hour to spend it, there's one more thing to do. Find Ava.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm sorry for how I acted earlier. I shouldn't have dropped you.
it's fine. I would have done the same thing. Kidding!
Ava, you were the only person who truly cared about me. You've always been there for me, and I need your help one last time. I want to give back to the world. I want to give everything away so every player can be happy, but I don't know if I can pull it off. I only have an hour left. This might sound like a big ask, but would you be down to...
Already taken care of.
Be down to...
Already taken care of.
How did you...
I had it saved for a while. I knew you were gonna ask that. I stole it from the Roblox headquarters.
With the push of this button, this bot will split all of your money equally amongst the 400 million active users. So you do the math quickly and enter the number.
You sure that's the right number?
I think so. Time to spend 1 trillion Robux. The right way.
With a minute to spare, the bot finishes.
We did it! The challenge is over.
You celebrate, thinking you've beaten the challenge. But then, at the very last moment, the worst possible thing occurs.
I think you did the math wrong.
What's that supposed to mean?
Look above you.
What? What am I supposed to do?
As the timer runs out, you panic. You look at the money, then you look back at Ava. You look at the money again, then you look back at Ava again. All of a sudden, it hits you. You know what you must do.
What are you doing? No. I can't take...
Please take it. Take it from me. You deserve it more than anyone in the world.
I guess I can't say no.
Thank you for being my friend. You gotta be...
After all the highs and lows, you lost the challenge. But despite that, you couldn't care less, because you realized that this challenge was never about the money, but the person you've become, the moments you've shared, and the legacy that you left. You may have lost a challenge, but you haven't lost yourself. And if that's losing, then maybe losing is just okay.
Bye, guys. Hi, guys. We're gonna do this one. You forgot about these Roblox Legends. Let's do that.
Don't suffer. Don't settle.
By millions online, only to abandon them forever. Believe it or not, many Roblox players spent years building up their name, only to vanish at the height of it all, and for reasons you might not expect. So, to find out why they did this and where they could be, we need to dive into their full stories one by one. Starting with Azoo5573. An average kid who joined Roblox for the very first time, ready for the wonderful adventures that'll... what are you guys doing here?
Oh my gosh, it's Azoo!
Azoo, please friend me.
No way I got in your server!
No way I met you.
Hold up, why are you crowding this innocent player? Wait, what's that music? Well, I guess that explains it. Turns out this random kid is the billionth Roblox user, which was pretty big for the entire community, and especially for Azoo. Azoo loved all the attention she was getting. Well, at least for the time being. After a while, she noticed how valuable her account truly was. Literally a once-in-a-lifetime chance. She couldn't possibly let anyone ruin it. So to be safe, she cleared her friends list. But despite that, players still kept pestering her for obvious reasons.
I no longer be accepting friends. At all.
Yeah, surely your sacred account will be safe now. Right? Well, even with this warning, a player somehow stalked Azoo in a game and filmed it. Except she was acting a little bit off.
I have to tell you something depressing. Don't say this to anyone.
It's time to investigate. The video's title says Azoo got password guessed, a form of getting hacked. Her worst fear. That's a pretty bold claim, so we need at least 2 pieces of evidence. After she acted weird, a zoo, or who we think is a zoo, was asked,
"How'd you get into the account?"
and answered with,
I just got the password.
So someone may have guessed her password and logged into the account.
So, you're not the real Azu?
I hate to say it, but she could have been hacked by someone who's jealous. But, at the same time, she could have easily lied to get people away from her. She did want to protect her account. I mean, that's something a normal kid would do, right? Well, we're forgetting a major piece of the puzzle. Her Roblox game, or her home as she says. In this game, you would expect something normal, considering she's an average player. I think. But if we join her game for 10 seconds... Yeah, this doesn't match up. Yeah, I'm out. With all this evidence, it's safe to say she just got hacked. But strangely enough, the creepy game was made on the exact day she joined Roblox. This may seem small, but it makes the story a lot darker. You see, if she was acting normal the entire time, how can she possibly make a game this scary right when she joined? This could mean one of 2 things. Either 1, Azu is a pretty disturbing kid. Okay, probably not. Or 2, she was immediately hacked right as she joined without even knowing. Thankfully, there's one more piece of evidence I forgot. The guy in the video from before also stated Azu logged out of her account for a whole month after she joined. Theoretically, she could have logged out after making the account, only for someone else to hack in and make the creepy game, without her knowing, of course. And after a month, she logged back in and realized she was famous. So she took safety measures, only for her to get hacked again, as seen in this video. So from that point on, she's been exiled out of her special account for half a decade. The situation is honestly really sad. She's just an innocent kid who happened to be the billionth user. So lots of bad apples took that away. To this day, we don't know where she is or what she's up to. So let's hope our next story ends off on a happier note. Unlike a zoo, Ripple didn't join as some legendary player with everyone crowding him. In fact, he joined in 2008, one of Roblox's deadest times. But for Ripple, Roblox was a sandbox game, a canvas for creativity, and he wouldn't let his time stop him from creating something great. So with the help of his loyal brother, they began to work on game after game, with the goal of making something out of this small platform. But since it was 2009, none of them really surfaced. However, that's when an idea hit him.
What if I took inspiration from a bigger game than Roblox?
This is the PS1, a legendary game console with one of its biggest games being Destruction Derby, which he was a pretty big fan of. With this fun idea, Ripple morphed it into a brand new game, Roblox Derby. The game was simple. You spawn with a car, and your only goal is to crash into as many people as possible. This gives you points to level up your car. For legal reasons, I must clarify that this isn't Roblox. Well, for some odd reason... players found satisfaction out of vehicular assault.
I have a bulldozer!
Causing the game to reach 7 million visits, which at the time converted to 700,000 Robux. A nice motivation to keep things going. By doing something that works and something you love, you're destined to succeed as long as you keep going at it. But as time went on, he noticed that other games beat him in competition. But being the dedicated dev he was, he used his money to grind out a new game. But unlike all the other games, this one had way more potential. It was way ahead of its time, but to fully understand how, let's compare it to a modern game, Star Rail Simulator, the sponsor of this video. Similarly to Ripple, the owner was inspired by Honkai Star Rail, a popular RPG. He turned it into a Roblox game where your goal is to defeat monsters to get credits for stronger abilities. And as for Ripple, he was inspired by every Roblox game, so we combined them all into one big idea which no one has ever thought of. Ripple minigames. How this game works is you and your friends are selected to play a random minigame with its own special game mode and vibe. Likewise, Star Rail Simulator is split into two main areas, each with their own vibes. And on top of that, a boss. Beating them gives you rewards to proceed to the next world. It's a clever parody of the actual game, so right off the bat, fans of Honkai flock to the game's release. But as for Ripple, with over 30 minigames, it's not a surprise that the game quickly did numbers. The games were all simple, so people outside of Roblox noticed it, and especially Roblox himself, which you'll see why it's important. But back to our modern game. Unlike most simulators, the game has an event every 10 minutes, spawning a server boss that everyone has to defeat with the help of Sparkle, Pom Pom, Black Swan, March 7th, and Blade. Special fighters that came from and can be used in the original Honkai. Anyways, beating the boss gives you Stellar Jades, a special currency to get even more OP abilities. And as for Honkai itself, you can use my code to get 50 Stellar Jades. So now it's a good time to check out the game's events. Oh, and speaking of events, every year Roblox hosts a special event, Egg Hunt, which everyone loved. To do this, he chose his favorite games to hide them, one of them being Ripple minigames. Immediately, players flocked to the game to find the eggs, but while doing so, got obsessed with the various different minigames it had to offer. Overnight, the game was hitting record numbers. Ripple was thriving, players were playing, and even Roblox himself was happy. With the game bringing life to the platform, this seems like the start of an incredible journey. But during all the success, one player in particular was heavily inspired and thought,
"Surely I can make my own version of this."
Just like how Ripple was inspired by Destruction Derby, Typical was inspired by Ripple minigames. It's a beautiful cycle, so a few weeks later, he made Epic Minigames. A near perfect replica of Ripple's, except with better maps, better game modes, and better marketing. Now that I say it, it seems kind of threatening to Ripple's game. But let's not be negative, I'm sure they'll totally coexist in harmony. Despite their competition, both games grew at the exact same speed, except Epic Minigames was more frequent with updates. Every week, they added more creative minigames, which even the Roblox staff really loved.
These devs seem dedicated. We should include them in our official events.
Huh?
So in June of that year, Epic Minigames had its first event, where players get a special item from playing the minigames. This was a genius move, because Roblox back then was getting tons and tons of new players, and the minigames themselves were easy to understand. This did wonders for Epic Minigames, so a few months later, Roblox included them in another event. And another... Wait, I feel like we're missing something. Isn't this video supposed to be about... Oh. After all the support, Epic Minigames assembled a way bigger team, leaving Ripple in the dust. So he passed his crown and quietly moved on. But he was far from done. Just like his first success, he took inspiration from another one of his favorite games, Rust, a multiplayer survival game. The idea was pretty simple, so with a small team, they made a whole new group called Rovive, spent a year passionately working on the map and weapons, with the hopes of this game finally getting... Aw, come on. You may be wondering how a guy Roblox loves got banned.
New Head & Shoulders. World's coldest shampoo for instant itch relief.
Roblox loves got banned. Well, this began when a fan made their own group inspired by him, but the group in question made a game completely ripping off Pokemon. Roblox thought it was Ripple's group and punished him instead. Attempt after attempt, Ripple angrily tried to get his stuff back, but to no avail. But But after days of pestering, he got his account back, but he saw the platform in a different light. Ever since, he was getting less and less active with his game until he completely disappeared.
Oh my god.
If you go to his main game, it's still up, but his profile is completely banished. Perhaps Roblox banned him again, but if you go to his Twitter, he says he's permanently retired. People claimed this was because he allegedly scammed his team for Rovive, which could explain a lot. With all this spreading around and his throne being taken, it's honestly kinda sad. But a clue he left behind caught me off guard. According to a website that saves data, Ripple states he's no longer enjoying Roblox and only wants money. So V's issues really killed his passion, causing him to focus more on life. But either way, after pioneering a new type of game, helping with huge events, and bringing life to the platform, he's definitely made his mark. So let's hope he inspired the new generation to do the same. Well, we're in luck, cause our next player might do just that. Just like Ripple, he's driven, dedicated, and determined to make Roblox games. Cause years before, he's been a fan of them, but none of them truly stood out. So, he wanted to be as different as possible with his games. To make myself and Decabox more clear, let's investigate his earliest game. The game was simple. You can morph into a baby, teen, adult, then do whatever your heart tells you to. What can possibly go wrong? On the surface, this seems like another plain, boring roleplay game.
But didn't you just say he's different?
Quiet. Cause here's where the twist comes in. Unlike most of these devs, Decabox was brave enough to give another player, Albert, admin, who just so happens to be the biggest Roblox YouTuber. With this special power, Albert used it to do some pretty nice things.
I just want to break the server for them because I don't think they should be playing right now.
Okay, maybe not so nice. But with the game's nonchalant nature and Albert's excessive trolling, players were on the edge of their seats. He also added a game pass for admin commands, and as Decabox expected, his viewers crowded the game. Quickly, his basic roleplay game became a haven for experiments, like griefing, spying, and abusing.
Just die, dude.
But it's all in good fun, and it brought life to Decabox's hard work, and especially his other roleplay games. Despite the money he made, that didn't matter at all to him. What actually mattered was people having fun in the games he made, and he was especially thankful for Albert helping him out. But every action always has an equal force against it. Okay, in simple terms, the more players the game had, the more it got pushed on Roblox. Since the game was a roleplay game, a lot of online daters found it and used it for questionable activities, which made it impossible for normal players to have fun. Oh, and not to mention, this happened in every one of his roleplay games. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Everyone thought Decabox was responsible for this. In retaliation, trolls infested his game with bots and framed Decabox for doing it. And just like with Ripple, Roblox believed he actually did it and banned his account, which locked this group that had all his games. Reasonably, he was upset, very upset in fact, not because his group had 3 million Robux, but because he worked so hard to build it and no amount of money can get it back. But after getting support from his fans and the biggest YouTubers, he was determined to pick up where he left. So right away, he made a new account named Decapad. Thankfully, he saved some games in an RBX file and was able to re-upload them. But players still found it and reported him. Although he was mad at this, it didn't stop him from making new accounts.
What if we try this one more time but have the games and group under a different name?
That's actually brilliant. No way the mods will detect it. Surely, there must be more to this than online daters. Players must have found worse reasons to report him, cause the ban reason says he sold Robux for real money, a massive violation of the rules. But according to Decabox, all he did was trade his friend expensive items, but Roblox thought he sold it for real money.
Would he be selling the limiteds if he ends up getting them back? I don't think so.
Even after proving his case, the admin still did nothing.
Unban Decabox.
He didn't do anything.
He doesn't deserve this.
Ban after ban, he lost more and more hope. Until... you get the picture. But instead of dwelling on the negative, we should all be happy with what he tried to do. In the short span of a year, he kickstarted the biggest Roblox series for millions to enjoy, paved the way for current roleplay games, and made a living off of Roblox, and especially for others, enough to enjoy his retirement and live his life to the fullest. So we shouldn't let trolls take that thought away. Although we don't know where he is now, I think it's best to respect his privacy and honor him as a person, and let him move on to a new chapter of his life. But doesn't that make you realize these free players had a lot going for them, but because of that, players mistreated them without giving them a chance to speak for themselves, driving them off the platform. No matter how rich, famous, or beloved someone is, there's always a person behind that screen with real emotions. Which is why for my next video, I'll be interviewing the richest Roblox players, not just to find their secrets, but to understand and relate to them as human beings like you and me. So if you don't want to miss it, please check if you're subscribed. I guarantee it'll be worth it. But for now, that's a wrap.